and go over this. So yesterday, or actually today during your pride time, we discussed the different methods that if you have multiple percentages happening. So if I go back to our notes from earlier, it says that if we have tips and tax, if we have tip and tax, we would add the percentages together and work the problem out like normal. But if we have a discount and tax, then you have to find the discount first and subtract that amount from your total, then use that new total to find your tax, and then add the tax on to that, okay? So here, we're dealing with a discount because it's on sale, and we're dealing with tax. So that means that we've got multiple steps that we're going to have to work through for this problem. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to do, so I'll write it up here, step 1, we got to find your money version for your discount. And I'm putting that in green because the money version for our discount, that's going to be considered our part. Right? Anytime that we're trying to find the money version for tax, or the money version for tip, or the money version for a discount, that's a part in the problem. That's considered a part. Okay? So in order to do that, my money version for my discount, my part, that's missing. That's what I need to find. So the fact that I know I need to find that, I'm going to go ahead and put X. Remember that your money cost, how much an item costs you, or how much you are spending, that is the whole. So in this problem currently, we know that the cost of the laptop is $650. So I'm going to put $650 for the whole. Currently, I know that the discount percent is how much? What's my discounts percent? 20. My discounts percent is 20 because it says it's on sale for 20% off. It's on sale for 20% off. So my discounted percent is going to be 20. So once we've got this information, we can find out what the discount in money form is going to equal. So we just set it all up. We're going to do X over 650 equals 20 over 100. Then we do our cross product. We multiply X times 100 to get 100X. We multiply 650 times 20, and that gives us 13,000. Once we have that set up, we would then just go ahead and divide by 100. And we're going to find out that X, in this case, is going to be equal to $130. Now again, X represents the discount. It's $130 discount. You should always write down what that represents. Okay, if you found tax, you should say it's this much money tax, or it's this much money tip. Whatever it is that you found out, you should write that next to it. Okay, so we found out how much the discount is. Now we've got to use that discount. How do we use the discount? How does a discount work? What do we do with a discount? If something is discounted, we do what, Javen? Subtract it from the cost, right? From the $650. Good. So that's our step 2. Our step 2, we are going to subtract your money discount from your money cost. Okay, you're subtracting your money discount away from your money cost. So my cost was $650. I'm going to go ahead and subtract my discount, the discount that I just found, which was $130. Okay, now that I've done that, I've done 650 minus 130, that's going to give me 520. That 520 represents my new cost. That's my new cost. 520 is the new cost. Am I done? Did I answer the question? No? Okay, what did I forget to do? Angel? The tax. I forgot about tax. I just found out what the store is saying that the price is going to be, but I still have to pay taxes on that price. So that's when I go to step 3. So for step 3, you're going to find your money for tax. Okay, what's in the problem is not money, it's a percentage. We need to find the money. We need to know how much money is it going to be. So we need to find the money tax. And we have to use your new cost. Notice I'm doing everything in colors, guys, because I'm trying to make it match up as simple as I can for you guys. Okay, I have to use that new cost that I found, that new $520 that I just found. Okay, and that becomes my new whole. That new cost is now my new whole that I'm going to use. So when I work this out, my whole is now 520. The part, which is the money tax now, the part is now that money version of my tax is missing. I don't know what that is. That's what I'm trying to find, so I put X. The percent of tax is what? 8%. Looking back at the problem, tax is 8%. So I have to put 8 here. Now I can set it up just like I did in step 1. I can set it up as X over 520, because that's my new discounted total. And that's going to be set equal to 8 over 100, because it's 8% for tax. Okay, then we're going to do our cross product. We're going to multiply 100 times X. And we're going to multiply 520 times 8 and get 4,160. From here, we would then divide by 100. And I'm going to find that X is equal to 41.6. But this is supposed to be money. So can I leave it as 41.6? No. What do I have to put? A 0. I have to put a 0 at the end. And this represents, again, what did X represent here? X represents the money tax. So this is $41.60 for tax. Okay. All right, I found my tax. Did I answer the question? No, because the question didn't say how much is the tax. What does the question say? How much is he going to pay? Does he have to pay tax? Yes. Does he also have to pay for the item? Yes. So in order for us to find out how much is he going to pay, we have to continue with the rest of the problem, which is step 4. Okay. For step 4, we're going to go ahead and add, right? Because you add tax to your total. You're going to add your new cost with your money tax. You're going to add your new cost with your money version of your tax. Okay, so I'm going to take that new cost of $520 and I'm going to add it with my tax, which is the $41.60. And there's how much he'll pay, $561.60. That's how much he has to pay if he wants to get that laptop. Okay, the discount and tax problem. If it's a discount and tax combined, those are the longest ones you'll have to deal with. The rest of them are very simple and straightforward. Okay? So get that copied down, and then we're going to go on to a couple of quick practice problems for you to try on your own. Then I'm going to give you your green sheet for your assignment. So I'm going to leave this up for maybe 20 more seconds. All right, get those 3 problems copied and then work through them, and then we'll go over them in a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and go over it. The lens went out for dinner. The bill is $85. We want to know what is the final bill if they tip 25% and tax is 7%. So tip is 25% and tax is 7%. I'm going to refer back to our little statement here that if you have tip and tax, you have to add the percentages together first before you can start working through the problem. So 25% tip and 7% for the tax, that means our percentage is going to be what percent? 32%. Good. So we're going to take that 25% that was from the tip, and we're going to add it with the 7% that came from the tax, and that's going to equal a percentage of 32% for the entire problem. So the percentage that we're using is 32%. So I'm even going to write that down here, that this percent, which is both tip and tax, that percent is for tip and tax, is going to be 32. Now remember, the whole represents the cost. So what was the cost of the dinner? 85. The cost of the dinner was 85. Okay, the part in this case is going to represent the money version of tip and tax. Okay, it's the money version of the tip and the tax. That's going to represent the part, which we don't know that yet. So we're going to put X. Okay, so now we just have to sit there and find it. So we're going to do X over 85 equals 32 over 100. Part over whole equals percent over 100. Then we can do the cross product. We're going to multiply 100 times X to get 100X. We're going to multiply 85 times 32 to get 2,720. And then the last thing is to go ahead and divide both sides by 100. Okay, when we do that, we'll find out that X is going to be equal to $27.20. But again, X represents what? It represents the part. It only represents the part, and the part is how much money you're spending on tip and tax. So this is $27.20 for tip and tax. That is tip and tax. What did the question ask us? Did the question ask for tip and tax? No, what does the question ask for? What is the final bill? So tip and tax is not a final bill. How do we find the final bill? You add it. So we're going to add tip and tax to what our whole was. We're going to add the tip and tax together with the whole. So that's where we're going to come over here. We're going to go $85 plus $27.20, and that's going to give us our final bill, which is $112.20. That's the final bill. Okay, you need to make sure that when you're working it out, you work it out to the fullest extent that it's asking. Okay, that's why it's important. I keep writing down, hey, the part represents a tip and a tax, or the part represents the discount. Is that what it's asking for? If it is, then you're done. If it's not, you got to go a step further. Number 7, a jacket originally cost $65.49. It's on sale for 30% off. How much is the discount? Okay, so again, the part is going to be the money version of your discount. The money version of your discount, which we don't know, that's X. The whole is the cost. That's what the whole is going to be. It's your cost. The cost was originally $65.49. Turn around. The percentage. This is the percent discount. So our percentage is 30%. Once we've got all of that information, we just set it up. We're going to go X over 65.49 equals 30 over 100. Then we do the cross product. We're going to do X times 100, which is 100X. We're going to do $65.49 times 30, and that's going to give us 1,964.7. Now, when we divide both sides by 100, that's going to come out to 19.647. Is that money? No. Money ends right here at that 4 spot. So we need to look at the 7 to decide, is it going to stay 64 cents or go to 65? 65. So the money, X, is going to be $19.65. That represents our discount. Are we done? Did we answer the question? What does the question ask? How much is the discount? Did we find our discount? Yes. So you're done. If it asks you how much is it going to cost, then you would have to subtract. You have to know the difference between whether it's looking for just the tip, tax, or discount, or whether it wants you to go that extra step further. All right, the last problem. Javen is taking out his girlfriend for dinner. Entrees each cost $25 and drinks each cost $1.75. He tips 20%. How much did Javen spend on dinner? Okay, so again, first thing that we're going to figure out is how much is he going to tip. So the money version for the tip, that's the part. We don't know that. The whole is what it's going to cost. How much did he spend before tip? Very good. Okay, last period, I had kids only add $25 and $1.75. If Javen only spends $25 for the entree and $1.75 for the drink, he's not going to have a girlfriend for much longer, is he? Hey, I'm sorry, you take your girlfriend out for dinner, you're going to make her pay for her half? You're not going to have a girlfriend much longer. So you need to make sure that you understand that it's not just Javen, it's Javen and his girlfriend. And if he is a good boyfriend, he's going to pay for her. So he doesn't have just one entree, it's $25 each. $25 each. And the drinks are each $1.75. So if you do 25 plus 25 plus $1.75 plus $1.75, then you're going to have $53.50 for the cost of the meal before he pays a tip. Okay, now the percent, his percentage is 20%. That's the percent of tip that he's applying. Okay, so now we can go ahead and set this up. We can do X over $53.50 equals 20 over 100. When we do the cross product, we've got 100x is equal to 1070. Then you just divide. You're going to divide both sides by 100. And we find out that he's going to go ahead and give a $10.70 tip. That represents the tip. Did we answer the question? No. The question did not say how much did he tip. It says how much did he spend on dinner. So what do we need to do now? Add. Okay, so we need to take $53.50 and we need to add the $10.70 to get $64.20 that he's going to pay for dinner. Okay? On your assignment tonight, you need to make sure that you are reading the questions carefully. Does it want just the tip, or just the tax, or just the discount? Does it want you to find the total cost or the final cost? You need to be able to distinguish between the two. You have all the rest of class period to work on it. If you don't finish it, you have to finish it for